Touch screen hits local switch. The touch screen will light up. After clicking in, this page will appear. Click anywhere. Enter auto load mode. Let's click on the menu first. Here is the Chinese and English. Switch to English mode. This is the English mode. And then here's the page that loads automatically. The above is the monitored voltage and current. Active power, reactive power. Here are 3 items: phase A, phase B, phase C. Here is the frequency. The right side is the temperature of the load bank. Temperature limit. Temperature trend to the trend temperature limit. This is the automatic loading. There is a corresponding power factor. The power factor of phase B, power factor for phase C. Here are the generation power settings pages for A, B, C respectively. Below is the cumulative running time, and this running time on the right is a control bar with power switch, load switch, RCD switch, stop running. Here we go. Let's demonstrate how the automatic loading mode works. If you use the pure resistance, then the power factors of the 3 phase A, B and C are all adjusted to 1. Then, according to your own needs. For example, now I need 1 kW for phase A. Click enter. And 2 kW for phase B. Finally, click the power switch. Click on the load switch. Click to run. The system is based on the power you put in. To load the corresponding power, click to stop. You can stop working early. Next, let's see how the RCD mode works. First, set all of these to 0. Then the power factor here. Adjust to the power factor you require. I need 0.75 B now, and item B needs 0.8. Then enter the corresponding power. First turn on the RCD switch. Then click power, click load switch, click run again. And here is the RCD. Click to stop. You can stop working early. What needs to be noted here is that when using the pure resistance mode, be sure to turn off the RCD switch. When using RCD mode, be sure to turn on the RCD switch first. Turn on the power switch and the load switch after turning it on. We click on the menu. Enable step-by-step loading. This is a page with step-by-step loading. Here is the number of steps. There are steps 1 to 10, and the apparent power is on the right. Here is the power factor adjustment. Here is the runtime adjustment. This is a control page with power switch, load switch, RCD switch, loop, pause stop. For the same step-by-step loading, the effect it achieves is corresponding. You will have all the power you need. After power factor input, click to run. The system is based on what you enter. Go and load from the first step, the process up to step 10. Let me demonstrate. For example, now I need the apparent power of the first step. Kilovolt ampere. The apparent power of phase B should be 2 kVA. I will set the power balance to 1 first. I set the running time to 2 seconds. The second step requires 3000 volts. Then I click. because this side is pure resistance, because PF is set to 1, so this is a pure resistance mode. In the case of pure resistance, we directly click the power switch, click on the load switch, click to run. The system is based on the value you enter. Go ahead. A process of loading from step 1 to step 10. It needs to be recycled. Just click the loop, then he loads after step 10. We'll go back to the first step. Need to stop him temporarily. Click pause. Click pause again. It keeps working. You need to make it stop working early. Click the stop button. The next word's in RCD mode. The first thing we need to do is turn on the RCD switch. Then you enter the power factor you need. For example, 0.75. Step to 0.85. After entering, click the RCD switch. Click the power switch. Click on the load switch. Click to run. It is loading an RCD here. Step-by-step loading mode. Click on the menu. Here is the stress test. After clicking in, this is the apparent power of phase A. Power output of phase A. Following are phases B and C. Here is the set running time. Set intermittent time. Status indication remaining time. Current run times. Set the number of cycles. On the right is the power switch, load switch, RCD switch running, stop, pause. I need pure resistance now. Then the power factor is all set to 1. Then set the corresponding phases A, B, and C as needed. For example, now I input 1 kVA for phase A. You need to set the running time. I need both 10 seconds and an intermittent time of 10 seconds now. The number of cycles takes 6 seconds. After setting up this data, because it's a reorganization model, so we just hit the power switch, click on the load switch, click to run. The system is based on the data you enter. Do a round trip pass. Click to stop. That is, stop work early. RCD mode is the same. It's just important to note that when using RCD mode, be sure to turn the power on and off first. Close with the load switch. First click the RCD switch. After clicking in, click the power switch and load switch. After we go out, let's take a look at the data record. During our testing process, relevant parameters will be recorded here. Time, voltage, current, active power, etc. We can click to export the data through the debugging assistant software in the USB flash drive. 9篇资料 to export the data report to our specified storage device e.g. computer, U-disk cloud drive to export the data report into the debugging assistant software, which can be directly viewed on the computer. And then we'll look at the manual mode. The manual mode is here. The corresponding numbers on each of them. The display text also corresponds to the power. Here are phase A, phase B, and phase 100. On the right is the control page. Power switch, negative switch. RCD switch, one click and install. There is an RS resistor here. After clicking in, this is the RS resistor used to adjust power transmission. There is one thing to note here. When using the RCD mode, the more power we need, the smaller the resistance value of the corresponding RS electrical input. For example, if I input 100 watts an hour, then on your side, you should start with the largest value. You need to input 15 ohms. If the power factor is not reached, then the next gear is 8 ohms. If the power on our side is 4 kilowatts, then on the RS resistor side, you should use 0.4 ohms to adjust the power factor. If after inputting 0.4 ohms, it doesn't achieve the desired effect, then gradually increase to 0.8 ohms. But note that you must not directly select 15 ohms, some actions that may cause damage to the load box. Finally, I will demonstrate the manual mode. If you use the reconfiguration, first click on the OS resistor. Select all 0 ohms and ABC3 items. Then you click on the desired power. For example, I need 500 watts for item A, and item B needs 100 watts. Then click the power switch. Click the load switch, and the power you need will be applied. You can click one click on loading to clear all gears. In RCD mode, again, first click the RCD switch. Then click the power switch and load switch. Next, I will demonstrate. Click the RCD switch. Make sure these two are turned off. Then click on the corresponding power. Then click RS to adjust. Click in. Click the power switch again. Click the power switch and load switch. You can click one click and install. Zero all gears. When not in use, turn off the RCD switch. Next, let's take a look about the product. Here, introduces some related products made by our company, and some relevant models of this device, and size data. Finally, let's look at the alarm records. This is the load record. It's an alarm data record after the load fails. Based on this, to determine which side of the load has a problem. Power curve. After clicking in, the same above is the same as the main page. Some monitoring data. Below is a real-time display of the power curve. A real-time display of the power curve. After that, about us. This is the startup animation just now. Introducing our company's address and contact information. Here is the switch between Chinese and English. Click once to switch to Chinese, and click again to switch to English. Here is the user login. After clicking in, there are two identities here, debugger and operator. Each identity has different permissions.